Hi folks, friends and neighbors, children of all ages. Welcome back to the shop. I should say welcome back to myself, to the shop too. I ain't been in the shop in about 3 days because it has been brutally hot. Brutally hot. But weather finally broke a little bit. Actually got a little gentle breeze finally, so we could get back at it. Luckily I was 2-3 videos ahead, so I still had something to put up while I wasn't getting anything done. But yeah, plus I had some time to think about how I want to accomplish my goals here. Probably what I'm going to do is paint that underside of the dash like I showed in the earlier video how I wanted to respray that. I'm going to paint the underside of the dash, and that way I can close off the door openings completely and not have to worry about, overspray and things like that. I can seal the thing up, close all the openings up with plastic so I can shoot in the jams in the outside without worrying about overspray or anything like that. So that's probably the way to go. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming back and hanging out with me and keeping tabs on me, making sure I stay motivated, and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into tonight. Thanks, everybody. We've got a different black cat hanging out in the shop tonight. We got Cookie. Cookie and Press. There's Cookie. He's a good boy. So you remember me saying in an earlier video how I was buying and selling and trading in parts. Well, the part in question is this deck lid that is not in bad shape. Like I said, it's got peel and paint on it, but usually the lower edges of these trunk lids go to hell, with rust, and this one is really solid. Just has barely a little bit of surface stuff on it. So this deck lid, careful Press, this deck lid's gonna go towards getting another 57 back on the road after 30 plus years of being off the road. So I'm gonna pop this thing off of there. Guy's gonna come pick it up tomorrow. So I got this trunk off. I can show you with the other trunk I have here, if you're ever looking for Tri-5 trunks, the problem areas right here, the bottom lips tend to get pretty threadbare, and the top lip like that. Versus you look at this, just has some surface stuff on it, but it's solid. Same with the bottom lip. So like I said, I had two of them. This was the better of the two, but if some point down the line I need a deck lid, we all know I can fab this one up and make it good again. I'm just going to stick it over the hole to cover the treasures in the trunk. So we've got the outside pretty much whipped. So I went around and put a coat of sealer on there to seal in all the goodness that we've spent all these months doing. This side is still in the process of drying, but focus. Yeah, so the outside's all sealed up. So I'm gonna move on to getting the bottom of that dashboard ready to go and take it from there. There, we've got a fresh coat of Ellis Car Customs Blue on there. I feel like I got up under the dash better this time. I mean, it's one of them things where, you know, sitting in the seat, unless you were crawling around in there, you weren't really going to see where it kind of fogged out at the very bottom, but it bugged me. So we've got it sprayed, so now we can close up all our openings. So we've got to start on closing up all our openings everywhere we don't want the paint to go. But yeah, I've always said it's harder to keep the paint out of where you don't want it than it is to put it where you do want it. It doesn't want to go where you want it, but it wants to go everywhere you don't want it. The only thing I got left, well, besides the windshield opening, but that won't be a big deal, is the door openings, but I won't be able to finish them tonight because I need to be able to tape to the side of the dash there, so I'll have to wait until paint dries to do that. But then we can close up these door openings where we can spray in there. Like I said, I'm going to go through and just kind of clean up and beautify these channels a little bit. We're going to spray paint on them, but they're another one of them things that's not going to be seen. Kind of like the edge of the floor there. I'm going to be blowing paint up there, but it doesn't have to be super fussy because probably this part here will be the only part you'll be able to see between the wood and the carpet and the moldings and all that crazy stuff. So we don't have to be too fussy there. And then, like I said, I got to clean up these here. I just started sanding on that. Clean those up and we'll be one step closer. So that's what I've got for you in this latest exciting episode. This latest excursion into broadcast excellence. Like I said in the beginning, it's been so ungodly hot that it's put me behind the 8-ball a little bit, but I'm gaining ground on it. Hopefully one more video of nitpicky prep work before I think I'll be happy, and then hopefully it's on with the show as far as spraying paint. I'm sure y'all are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see the thing all in one color, besides the roof, of course. But yeah, it's kind of like a victory, you know, when you can get it all into one color and make it look like something. So, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for liking and commenting and sharing and spreading the word and all the good things you do. And hope to see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.